Hello, race fans, and welcome to Disc Golf Daily. Today is Tuesday, February 20th. We are the podcast that gets you caught up with disc golf growth and news in just 10 minutes. If you find something interesting, share the podcast with a friend. Now let's get to it. Tuesdays is PDGA Growth Day. We'll touch that right after the news. Our number one news story today, the DGPT has announced their post-production plans for 2024. Not surprisingly, Jomez Pro will once again do the MPO and FPO cards. Gatekeeper will do MPO too. Both will be released free next day on YouTube. Now, here's where we go with the good stuff. Jomez Pro will be able to and encouraged to utilize footage from the DGN Live broadcast to round out the story. They've done this a little bit with their chase card catch-ups and stuff like that, but they're going to shift their focus towards providing a comprehensive coverage of the entire field rather than solely highlighting on predetermined lead cards. In my opinion, this expanded coverage will capture pivotal moments and highlights from across the course. This is a great improvement. Well done, Jomez and DGPT. GK Pro will continue their Tour Series skin matches at select events and other locations outside the Tour, continuing to offer spectators a up-close and personal experience with some of the top pros. Subscribe to Jomez Pro, Gatekeeper Media, and GK Pro to make sure you don't miss a thing. Lastly, the USDGC and European Open will only be available, the next day coverage and the live coverage will only be available via DGN Pro subscriptions for the first 2 weeks after the event. After that, it'll go out to Jomez Pro YouTube channel. And there you have it, the Pro Tour post-production plans for 2024. Our number 2 news story, Udisk Top Courses, they keep pumping them out. Number 5, Brewster Ridge. In 2023, it was number 4. In 2024, it is number 5. Staying in the top 5. Congratulations, Brewster Ridge. This course was designed by the Pro Tour's CEO, Jeff Spring, in 2013. This is basically the yin to Fox Run's yang. People from all 50 states, D.C., and 15 countries visited Brewster Ridge. I love the write-up that UDisc does, link in the show notes, but I'll give you a quick little synopsis. In 2011, Wyndham and Smuggler's Notch were looking to sign a deal where Wyndham would manage the property. The VP of Global Resort Development, Alan Litwack, turned out to be a disc golfer, and he said, quote, this is a quote according to Jeff Spring, "Okay, I think we've got a deal, but one thing you should do is upgrade your disc golf course." Jeff Spring heard that, and the cats were out of the bag. The horses had left the barn. A dozen years later, with a perennial Pro Tour favorite, the Green Mountain Championship, and a few Pro Worlds events under their belts, Smuggler's Notch is securely affixed among the premier world disc golf destinations list. Congratulations to Jeff for the vision, Smugs for the execution, and to you for when you go visit. Our third news story of the day comes to us from Dixon Jower's On the Box. And this is just because I loved this. I was watching the All-Star Weekend with my mom, and we kept, especially during the skills competition, we kept seeing the drone flying behind the disc on the distance competition. And it was bothersome to us because we were trying to watch the disc and we could just see this drone. There were a couple of times it did get some really cool views, but overall, lose the drone. Just put it 400 feet up in the air and let us watch the disc fly across left to right or something like that. But I can't imagine the players loved it. I didn't think it was additive to the show. Just a couple of cents. Thank you, Dixon, for continuing to have a fantastic channel where I can go and hear that other people share some of the same aggravations. And that does it for us. Oh no, we got one more little bit. Our fourth news story of the day is PDGA disc approvals. Discraft had 2 discs that were approved. The approved. The Zone GT, which is a Zone with a banger top, and the Drive. The Zone GT is a putter, and the Drive, aptly enough, is a driver. Castoplast had 2 discs approved, the Alva and the Nord. Let me make sure I get this right. The Nord is probably a putt and approach, and the Alva is a big rimmed distance driver. Stokely discs had 2 discs approved. The Wren, which is I'm going to say a mid, and the Cardinal, which is looks like a very probably fairway type disc. And last but not least, Bernoulli Discs has released another disc, and this is called the Einstein. I like Bernoulli's naming principles. Here's hoping these discs find well, who knows? Here's hoping these discs all get an ace for every one of my listeners, because that makes sense. On to PDGA Growth after the break. On Tuesdays, along with PDGA Growth, we also go over YouTube channel disc golf coverage growth. The 3 fastest channels this week were the DGPT, Ace Run, and Gatekeeper. The Disc Golf Pro Tour showed tons of all-star coverage. You want to see some very cool highlights, go check out the DGPT's YouTube channel. Ace Run has complete Savannah Open coverage up on their page. And Gatekeeper this week put out a really fun Disc Golf Valley video entitled Help Me Not Suck. Who knows? Maybe we can all give Derek some good advice. We track 3 things for PDGA Growth, which is event growth, approval growth, and member growth. The events are actually picking up steam here. Last week, they were basically the same from 2023 to 2024. This week, there are 30 more events from at this point in 2024 than there were in 2023, 832 to 802. So the event growth is picking up steam and actually doing well, running about 4% ahead of last year. PDGA approval growth, this is discs and baskets that have been approved. 2024 is running at about 50% the pace of 2023, 36 compared to 80 at this point through the year. And PDGA membership growth is actually doing better than it was at this point last week. Last week we were running about 8% below projections to maintain our level of members. And this week we're running about 5% behind. So current highest PDGA number, 279,734. And we currently have just over 80,000 members in the PDGA. I estimate that we will end the year with 129,377 PDGA members. Not bad at all. And there you have it for Disc Golf Daily on this beautiful Tuesday. Have fun, throw them straight, and hit the thin gap. If you have any news, opinions, or thoughts you'd like to share, shoot us an email, discgolfdaily@aol.com. That's it for us today. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or news stories, email us at discgolfdaily@aol.com. Have fun, throw them straight, and hit the thin gap.